Right now, everybody is raging about the Yankees, screaming about the Yankees, tweeting away, pecking that keyboard. Like the harder you hit the letters, the better it's going to be. The more it's going to accentuate your point. Hit that iPad, hit that phone. Pissed off last night, right? I'm actually happy what happened last night. As a matter of fact, that ground ball to Vivas, why he's on the team, I have no idea. I wouldn't even let him be the bat boy at this point. Once he got thrown out tagging up from second, I would have sent them. I don't know where I would have sent them, but I wouldn't send him out to play for the Yankees. But once he booted that ball at third base, I'm sitting there saying, oh, man, they're going to give him a hit on that. Give him an error. I wanted it to get worse. So the first error, the second error, the third error, the fourth error, and I wanted 5. And I wanted 6 because last night, and this is a good thing. You don't feel it yet, I know. And I don't expect you to call up and say, yeah, wow, I agree. Boy, I feel a whole lot better about myself. This is really a good thing. It will be a good thing because last night was rock bottom for these bumbling, stumbling Yankees. Rock bottom. Like I was going to say, you almost look like the Savannah Bananas, but the Savannah Bananas do flips and they catch the baseball and they throw the ball behind their backs. It's more like, it's more like the Bad News Bears going across the country to the Houston Astrodome. All right? The Yankees just suck at so many important things. I know it, you know it, we know it. It ain't changing. Dominguez can't play the outfield. I want to see him out there. Cannot play the outfield. Put him on a DH him if you play him because you got 5 other DHs that you got to wedge in, which is another important piece of the puzzle with these Yankees. It is a horrendous. Here we go. Let's cue up the same old complaints, Tierney. It is a horrendously constructed roster. What team in baseball has 3 catchers and really 2.5? I mean, if you look, but 3 catchers, 3 first basemen, 1 shortstop who's a mess. Like. It is amazing. 9 outfielders and 0 third basemen. That is a well-built team. But last night's going to be good. Because last night, if the Yankees are honest with themselves, and how could they not be, they might frustrate us. They might baffle us. Yankees are not dumb. They're not. Now, I don't know how honest they'll be. I don't know how candid and frank they'll be with one another as they discuss what they've got to do. And God almighty, is it a lot before the trade deadline, right? I mean, it's a lot. So, but if they are honest with each other, last night will be rock bottom. See, last night wasn't just, maybe, somebody that you're dating her, you're married to, or you have that extra drink and they jump on the table and they got the lampshade on their head, or, they're a little chatty at a party and maybe say something stupid. Last night was such a disaster. Last night's the kind of night that you wake up laying in a lawn chair, which actually happened to me after my 50th birthday, in a lawn chair. Thank God my wife got me in. And you are in your backyard and you have no idea how the hell you got there or where you were that night. You're like, whoa. All right, that's unacceptable. Like, if I can't piece the night together, and this is more obviously when you're younger, even though I wouldn't even recommend it then, but if I can't piece together last night, then I got to stop whatever the hell was going on, and that is rock bottom. This is the baseball version of rock bottom. I've been telling you for a month, more than that, Toronto's good. I've now been telling you for a couple of weeks, Toronto ain't scared of the Yankees. And now you look at them on the same field, and stylistically, what the Toronto Blue Jays do well, the Yankees are awful at defending. Like the stress Toronto puts on you, when the Yankees defense gets sped up, it reverts to a level that is just gross and unsustainable. And Not good enough. So and again, I'm going to give you guys a chance to rant and rave. I'm getting to the phones right now. BT and Sal, of course, Sal is off. Thank God Sal's off. If I had to sit and listen to him mocking the Yankees today, I would really lose my mind. 888-808-1019. He's back Monday. We're together on Monday. So this is where we're at. All right. We've had so many different checkpoints this season. Last night, and I really do believe that I am pretty much lone wolf on this. The worse it got, the happier I got. Because there's no sidestepping, there's no circumventing, there's no, covering up, we're playing, we're good, we're ready. We just need one middle relief arm. You need so much. I don't even know if you can get what you need, quite frankly. But last night's the impetus for everybody with the Yankees. Hal and Cashman starting there. Forget about the manager for a second. Hal, you got to suck down $40 more million if you want to do something, or 50. And Cashman, you got to make 3 or 4 trades that pop. You can't make 4 trades and hit on 2. If you make 3, you got to go 3 for 3. If you make 2 and they're 2 big ones, it's got to be 2 for 2. If you make 4, it's got to be 1, 2, 3, 4 for 4. They should have had 5 errors. 5 last night. Rock bottom. 888-808-1019. BT and Sal here on the Fan. God. All right, Hoff is scouring the stuff for the Justin Fields. This could be a really interesting day. We're inside of our Town Fair Tire studio. Our friends at Town Fair remind you that you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Let's get to you. How about Jamie in? God, why is this like this every day? What the heck happens here when I come in? It's totally different. Help me out, guys. Jamie, please. Thank you. Jamie's on the Fan. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, BT, how you doing, man?
Good.
All right, I was going to call yesterday. I got too busy, but the problem is Jason Dominguez hit a home run last night.
Yep.
Okay, great. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Hit a home run. We were up 1-0. Okay? Jason Dominguez can't field the baseball.
No, he's a mess.
No.
He's a mess.
And he's either got to be a DH or I really don't think there's a spot for him on our team.
Might not be. Yeah.
If you look at his numbers with Trent Grisham, now you take that home run, we'll add that in.
Mm-hmm.
Grisham is the superior. He's got the superior numbers, and he's a Gold Glover.
Yes.
This guy, he could have a glove on each hand, and I don't think he could catch the ball.
I don't know. Like I'm trying to even give Dominguez the benefit of the doubt for that ball that went by him, and there is a bit of a different spin on the turf, but there's no way. You can't justify. First of all, I thought he was like slow and nonchalant and lazy going to get that ball. That just and isn't that a big part of the problem here when you really think about it, Jamie?
100%.
Like almost like the indifference to playing buttoned up, aggressive, locked in baseball. You are a kid who's trying to prove that you deserve to play every day, and you just lollipop over there and the ball skids by you. Take a seat.
The ball got by him, and then how about the throw back into the infield?
I know. You're right, dude.
Hey, I'm not going to just single him out. Volpe, you're right. He's a mess right now. But, the other alternative we have is Peraza at short, and that's not going to get anything done.
Peraza.
Yeah, right. And, hey, we're a mess right now. I'm a Yankee fan through and through, but we're a mess right now. And you're right. Cashman better put the pot of coffee on and work overtime right now until the 31st.
There you go. That's
right.
Where we're at here, Jamie. Appreciate the call there, buddy. 888-808-1019. There's no doubt about it. I mean, and here's the thing, you can, and you're probably, they're off today, he'll probably play tomorrow. Like, I'm not running Dominguez out in the outfield. I'm just not. I mean, he's going to sit in DH for a little bit and watch. I mean, it's just a mess out there. But, like, even when you look to accentuate some of the positives here, like Grisham obviously is having a really good year. Not a perfect player, but he's making $5 million, and he's going to finish with 20-something bombs, and he looks like Ken Griffey Jr. out there half the time. I don't even know if he's on the team next year. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of issues, and you have to start at basic checkpoints. One would be Dominguez, you sit. Now, I love the way Ben Rice swings the bat. But at first base, I mean, whether it's trying to pick it the other night with Volpe's throwing the dirt, you got to make that. Now, I know it was a little bit of a short hop, which is different from the long hop. It's a little tougher. Make the play. Like, if you grow up and you're a catcher and there's a ball in the dirt, now you're playing first base, just scoop it up. And then last night, I don't know what he was doing. Couldn't get around the base runner. What was that on the play? Even when they make a great play, well, not great play. I mean, obviously, it was a good play. Jazz jumping up to snag that line drive. The throw to first base, and there was no need to even throw it. Like, Rice couldn't even, navigate the space. The runner's here. Oh, what do I do? What do you do? The ball's going to hit the hell is that thing where you put it? The tarp, basically. Going to bang off the tarp. God. And I'll tell you something else, I just had a laugh with Boone's ejection. Have you ever seen a more aggressive umpire than that? Is his name Sanchez? I mean, I got to be honest with you. I think Sanchez won that one. Now, Boone got booted, but Sanchez, and then he waved him off like such a punk move. I hate when umpires make themselves the show. I'm not saying that umpires should just sit there, and be unintentionally spat upon and have somebody's nose right on your nose, and you have to remain all docile. I get that. You're a human being, but I mean, that guy was as aggressive as it gets. And then the little, get out of here, dude, you booted. Just last night, all around, was so gross. Danny's in Lodi, BT and Sound on the Fan. Danny, what's going on?
What's up, BT? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Last night was rock bottom for the Yankees. I'm done with them. It's error after error after error after error. I'm done. That's it. They got to make changes. And I feel like they refuse to make them. I just feel like they're you got to go get a third baseman. Vila shouldn't even be on the team. Volpe, I don't know what you do with him. And then, not for nothing, but the throw that Jazz made to first when Guerrero was on first, that was terrible. He had no play there. It was horrible. Last night, it was rock bottom, like you said, and I'm done.
Well, you're not done. I mean, let's not get nuts here. You're not done. If you mean you're done believing that this team can do anything, all right, I'm with you. You're not done. Yankees are off tonight. They play tomorrow. You'll watch them. Right?
No, I'm not. I shut them off last night.
Well, okay, but that's last night, what I'm saying. And now you'll turn it back on Friday. Come on, we know how this carousel of emotion works. That's why, I know, I was getting a little nutty with certain things, but again, I'm happy. Of all the emotions, it's also incredibly frustrating to watch clearly in real time. But as the night progressed and as the season series with Toronto has progressed, and you go back to the comedy of errors in the Red Sox series, where it kind of really started, base running gaffes. Last night was just a reinforcement. I think what we've all known, which is why you've never once, not once, zero, heard me say on the show or write on social media, I believe that this team could win the World Series. I've never once said that. So last night was a painful reminder as to why. And now you got a couple of days to rectify it. And now here's what's happening. And this is the other problem, too. Because the desperation that the Yankees will not have to operate with just based on being the Yankees and the payroll and the expectation and the pressure. You don't think other teams are now going to try to fleece the Yankees? And there will be so many, well, they always try to fleece the Yankees, but there will be so many other teams involved in chasing the same players, some of whom will be on Stearns' radar from a middle relief perspective. Maybe even Suarez. I saw something yesterday. I think it was Passan. I don't even know if that's the right move for the Mets, but Passan had them connected a little bit to Suarez at third base. We'll see. So the Yanks and the Mets are going from, you would think, for some of the same people, and so is Seattle, and so are several other teams. There's going to be a lot of activity, a lot of volatility on the trade market here. So if you have a comparable, think about this. If the Yankees give you, I'll just use easy math and easy numbers. If the Yankees trade package for player X is, 70 cents on the dollar, and Seattle's is in the very same neighborhood, mid-60s, high 60s. Basically comparable, right? Well, what you do is you already know you have a deal with somebody. You go to the Yankees, right? Because they've got, I don't know if they've got the appetite to do it, but they've got the resources to do it, to eat more money, and their prospects, at least their higher level ones, and I'm not giving up Lombard, and I don't want to give up Jones or Schlittler either, but who the hell knows where this goes. But what you do is you go back to the Yankees, and you hold their feet to the fire. Oh, yeah, all right, you want to get out of this mess? Instead of 70 cents on the dollar, we now need $1.17 on the dollar. Now we're going to flip it, and we're going to take, we're take whatever we want. Oh, you can't do the deal, Cashman? All right, hey, Seattle, we got a deal for 68 cents on the dollar. Basically the same thing. This is the rough spot that they are in. Let me get Kenny in West Islip, BT and Sal on the Fan. Kenny, what's cooking?
BT, thanks for taking my call.
Okay. You're welcome.
I watched that game last night. I was cringing.
Ish.
There's a saying, defense wins games, offense sells tickets. Our defense yesterday was horrendous. First of all, we got people out of position. Why would you put Rice at first base during this is an important game? Wells is not catching. Dominguez can't catch in the left field.
Mm-hmm.
They got Judges at DH that game. Come on. What's he thinking?
Well, I don't mind. I don't mind. Yeah, I didn't love the lineup again. I mean, Vivas again. Just get lost. I don't even know. I'm not always on the team, let alone playing in a pennant race here with these series. Trying to rubber match. Last night was important. Like the symbolism of last night, not where it was like must win. Let's not get stupid. There's a lot of baseball to go. But, you won the night before in great fashion, great theater. Rice just mashes one. You take out Toronto's top closer, top relief pitcher. I thought there was real, grittiness. I thought, even though the Seattle comeback was sick, I thought it was the most meaningful, best win of the year. Now, some of you disagree. That's fine. But it's certainly up there. I don't think anybody's going to disagree with that. And then you come out, hey, Max Fried's on the bump. Come on. You've got your ace who's been... Let's face it, Max Fried was a whole lot better in April and May and into early June than he's been lately. Not that he's been awful, but hasn't quite been Max Fried from early, where he was untouchable. So you were feeling good about yourself. And not only do you lose, but you lose that way, rock bottom. And that's a good thing. 888-808-1019. It's BT and Sound on the Fan. Hoff, you got something? What's happening?
Just really quick, the Jets practice is over, and Aaron Glenn is supposed to speak very, very soon, so we'll get you updated with that ASAP.
Okay, great job. Yeah, I told you, Hoff's all over it. Anything with Justin Fields, trust me, as soon as I have to switch gears, I got it. I'm on it. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't feel good. You don't get carted off for a little cramp. But there you go. So Aaron Glenn's going to address the media. I just, I don't even want to speculate, but how do you not? You get carted. I just always think ruptured Achilles. I always think that. Hopefully it's not that. Hopefully we get something good, but it sounds and it feels ominous. Oh, my God. All right, BT and Sal on the Fan.